Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. If you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with my videos, which come out almost on a daily basis. And I have quite a backlog of things to get through, so that will continue until I've caught up. Okay, so I'm looking at a Halo Infinite double pack. This is Master Chief and Brute Chieftain. I recently reviewed Brute Captain, I believe, and he was awesome. I'll stick him into the videos for you there. And I reviewed the pilot, who I thought looked amazing in the pictures. When he came, he was a big disappointment. And again, I'll stick him into the videos up there for you too, if you want to check that out. Okay, let's open this up, have a look. These boxes are a little disappointing because there's nothing really on them. Just the picture, just the name. There's no real information, which, you know, I like something a bit extra on my boxes sometimes. Okay, so this is quite easy to get open, I'm hoping. There we go. So we have our two bases which can interlink together with one another. And these are the stone type ones. There we go. So there we go, and it sort of unlinked itself. There we go. We have the... What weapon does Master Chief come with? He comes with a Hydra launcher and the Chieftain with a gravity hammer. Okay, so the Hydra launcher. Too flimsy. No draw barrel, but with some paint that could look okay. We have the gravity hammer. That's not flimsy, that looks really nice. That's a great sci-fi weapon. I like that a lot. We have our Master Chief here. And he looks to be pretty good, also very firm inside it. There we go. I see, little band, little spot band. Okay, here is the Master Chief, and he looks decent, to be fair. After the pilot, I was getting a bit worried about these figures. The Brute doesn't look like he is rubber banded in, but let's get him out. Okay. So firstly, I want to look at Master Chief and see what he is like. I like the battle damage. He looks pretty cool. Looks nice. Obviously, he's big because Master Chief is big anyway. He's not like a normal, regular-sized human. Looks nice. It's good sculpt. Looks promising. A promising action figure. Okay, articulation. Left and right, up and down. There is not really a side-to-side, but down is pretty good. Shoulders. He only gets to just about flat before they don't actually go any further. They do go all the way around though. Bicep bend is not great. He gets about, well, not even 90 degrees on either arm, more on the right than left, about the same. Wrists turn round, and there is, looks like zero articulation apart from swivel on the wrist that I can tell. Trunk backwards a little bit, forwards a little bit, side to side, and a small twist. Waist is nothing. Hips is good, has to be said. Forwards is good. Backwards is pretty good because most don't go back. Let's see, go outwards, and it's great. There is a twist from the hip, double kneecap, chunky legs, but still gets a really tight bend. Nice to have the grip pattern on the bottom of his shoes. There is no boot turn, but his feet do swivel in and out like this and this. His tippy toe is okay, not great. His dorsiflexation, however, that is very, very good. He's a nice looking figure, actually. In fact, I am planning to get some of the Marines because they look pretty good and people say they are good, but they say they're hard to find because people army build, like me. And see what they're like. I like him. He has a little hole in his back. We can attach this Hydra launcher. Looks pretty good on his back as well, though I'll be tempted to paint up. I'm not sure how he's going to hold that. I don't like toy guns. We've got this sort of bar on the bottoms. It makes it more difficult for them to hold. So his articulation's okay, and he holds that all right. Can he hold it with both hands? That is the question, and he can. And he looks pretty damn good doing it too. Good job on this Master Chief, has to be said. And easy to pose. Nice figure. So let's have a quick comparison with him. I'll use the pilot, who's a terrible figure. I really wanted to like him. And yeah, Master Chief just towers above, as you'd expect. Okay, let's now look at the Brute Chieftain. In fact, I'll compare him with the Brute Captain. So the leg armor is different, knee armor is different, chest armor is different, the arm armor, shoulder armor, everything is different. Even the helmet is different. The face, however, it was different too. Woo! I am impressed. Though the rest, I imagine the articulation should be the same. Feet the same, hands appear to be the same as well. So you can take off the helmet. He has a left and a right. He has an up and a down, and not really a side to side. Shoulders, because of this armor, is not that great. On the Chieftain, the shoulders are better. Okay, the arms do go all the way around. Bicep bend. He gets almost 90 degrees. This guy, because of his armor, I'd say he wins it on the bicep bend. He's slightly better on the bicep bend. Trunk, he can twist. There's no real forwards or backwards. He does come apart like this though. So he can twist from his waist. This is typical sort of Jazwares Fortnite design. And he can twist from his trunk as well. But he twists him too far, he'll snap out a joint, we just saw. This guy, I'd say he's got better trunk articulation. He moves slightly easier. Forwards is all right. In fact, forwards is better on the Chieftain than the Captain. Backwards is better on the Chieftain than the Captain as well. You can swivel from the hip, double knee bend, he gets about 90 degrees. He gets maybe a touch more on the Captain. And then the feet, they can turn out to the sides completely and inwards. There is not really any or tiny bit of a tippy toe, really tiny. And dorsiflexation, hardly any at all, because of the sculpt in the feet and the armor really. But I like him. I think he's a nice figure. Even if you don't like Halo, I think it's worth picking these up because they can be ogres in fantasy. You can keep them in sci-fi as your alien menace, like they are anyway in Halo. And then his weapon looks pretty damn good. And he can hold this, looks like better in his right hand because the hand is slightly more closed. Also, his wrists do turn. And he does have wave articulation, but it's very hard to move it because of the armor and the sculpting. He's big, he's a brute, obviously. I like him. Let's get his feet done a bit better again. Great figure, and I expect it to be the same size as the Captain. Yeah, and they are both bigger than Master Chief. This is a good set. It's restoring my faith. I mean, I love the Brute. Then after the pilot, I was like, what's the rest of the humans going to be like? Master Chief is a decent figure. Could do with a bit more articulation, but he works well. He looks good. The sculpt is nice, and the articulation is enough to get him to hold his weapon and do good poses. And his double pack is great value. Get a nice Brute here and a Master Chief there. And if I find any for reasonable to cheap prices on eBay, I'll stick them in the video description below, and you can grab yourself a bargain, hopefully, if I've got any in there. Good set, I like it. I'm glad I bought it. I need to get more Brute still for my fantasy and sci-fi verses. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to any more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting, and check out the rest of my content for more Awesome Action Toy video reviews on different scales, different universes, different genres. Bye-bye.